Hey everyone, I'm Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Come on into the craft room. I'm going to get us pulled up over here and we will get started. How is everybody doing tonight? It has been a decent day here in Ohio. Let's see if it's going to let me see comments. So when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. We also will be doing Happy Mail drawings. My mom will be hopping on here in a few minutes. She will be pulling names for Happy Mail entries. There's Miss Tracy. Hello, Miss Tracy. Welcome, welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so I have this brand new kit. Super cute. It is a standing tree. It stands. We have a little base here that it's going to go down inside. I can't really hold it up too much because all the pieces are going to fall if I do that. So we're going to go ahead and separate this all out. So we have snowflakes. There's 6 snowflakes. There's 3 cardinals. So we're going to set all those aside. There's 1, 2. Where's my other cardinal? Did I lose a cardinal? Oh, darn it. I think I left a cardinal somewhere. Where's my other cardinal? Well, I might have to holler at Bob to bring me a cardinal. Anyways, it's supposed to come with 3. Hello, Mom. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And then these pieces we just kind of layer so it looks like more of a tree. It's more of a 3D effect. So we're going to paint all of these green. And I'm going to get some tape out. I'm really bothered by that. I wonder how I lost that. I had them all. It's got to be here somewhere. Those little buggers just got up and flew away, apparently. Hey, Pat. Welcome, welcome. All right. So we're going to put these down on a piece of tape so they're easier to paint. They stay in place better when you do that. And we're going to get these going. So we're going to paint all of this green and this green. Okay, so and I'm going to use this forest green that I painted my other little tree back here with. We're going to use that same color. Hi, Diane. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? I am doing okay. Bob gave me his cold. He flew out to San Jose, California last week. He was in California all week. And he brought back a cold. And then, of course, he had to share it with me because that's just the kind of guy he is, right? So if I sniffle, I apologize. I'm trying to not, but you know how all that goes. So I hope this is just a short-lived thing because we're supposed to have the grandkids this weekend. So I don't want to have them if I'm not well. I don't want to get them sick. So hopefully this is just a short little passing thing. He's already better, so I think it's probably just going to be a short-lived little thing. We can hope. So most of this is going to be covered up, so we don't really care so much how well this is covered because majority of this is going to get covered. But we're going to go ahead and paint it anyways. It is a cute tree. Wait till you see it done. It's even cuter. It's going to be super cute. And then if we have time, I have another little mini project over here to work on that I think y'all will like too. So I'm not going to paint the stem green. I'm going to paint that brown. And I'm going to paint my base brown as well. All right, so with the lights, it's kind of hard to see if I got everything. So let me, yeah, see, I missed a piece right up here. It's kind of hard to see with the light shining on it because it's wet and it's shiny then until it dries. Let me turn it, see again. I think we're getting it. Okay. Yep, I think that's good. Okay, so we're going to move that guy aside. We're going to pull these over and we're going to paint these. Hey, Miss Tracy. Hi, Diane. Yeah, this is Deco Art Forest Green. Okay. I like this color for green. For Christmas. I really don't like the Kelly green so much for Christmas. I like it to be a little deeper than that. That's just my personal preference. Although you could do a Grinch tree out of this and do more of the, I think I have some of that green out, actually. Maybe. Yes, I do. You could do a Grinch green. That would be kind of cute, too. Or you could even do 2 different colors of green. You know, do the base one color and then all the pieces a different color green. You could do that. Do like a hunter green and maybe a sage green. That would be pretty. So my 3-year-old grandson likes to FaceTime with Grandma. And this weekend, he wanted to play hide and seek. It's like, Bubba, I can't go find you. So he put the phone down and said, you stay here. And then he went and hid. So then Daddy had to walk around with the phone so Grandma could find him. How sweet is that? He didn't really quite understand the concept that I can't follow him. You got your kitten already planning. I bet you are. That was quick. I just dropped those off on Monday. That was very quick. And note the date that we're doing that, Tracy. We're going to do it the Sunday before Thanksgiving. With the holidays, we got to do some crazy stuff. So this one's going to be I didn't want to do it on Thanksgiving weekend at all. And I have something going on Saturday. So we have to do it on Sunday. So anyone in my subscription group, pay attention. It's going to be the Sunday before Thanksgiving. I think it's the 23rd, I think, if I'm correct. Because if you're not part of my subscription group or don't know about it, I send you the kit and all of the things to make the kit, and then we do a live Zoom together to put the kits together. And that way, if you have any questions or, you know, we chit chat and we get to know each other, and it's fun. Okay, I think we have these. I'm just checking because, like I said, it's kind of hard to tell with the paint being shiny with all the lights shining on it. I just want to make sure I've got good coverage on these. Okay, I think those look good. Yeah, you are, Kim. We haven't seen you yet, but you're in the group. One of these times you'll get to make it, right? Okay. Let's get these dry. Okay, well, good. I'm glad I mentioned it then. We usually do the last Saturday of the month, but with the holidays and for Christmas, we're going to do, or for December, we're going to do the Sunday after Christmas as well. Just because I think a lot of people will have things going on, Saturday, the weekend of Christmas. So I figured if we did it on the Sunday evening, things are pretty much wrapped up by then. So hopefully that'll make it better for everybody. Okay. Hey, Cynthia. Hi, Miss Mary Snyder. Welcome, welcome. All right, I think we're all dry. Yes, we are. Okay. Now, we're going to do the same thing we did on the other tree thing. We're going to kind of frost it a little. Make it look like it's been in the snow. And to do that, all we're going to do is we're going to take a dry brush and we're going to get paint on it. But we're going to wipe off most of the paint. I just want a little bit of paint on here. And then we're just going to gently go over this. And if you get too much, like right there, we can always go back and add a little the green back to it. And I am going to do the same thing on the base. I don't know that it's going to show much, but I figure why not? He's on the phone with his dad, mom. I might just have to excuse myself here for a second and go grab one. This one I'm not as concerned about because this is going to mostly be covered, but I want to get some of it on there. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now we're going to go back. I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm going to use, we're going to dry it off on the towel over here. Okay, and now I'm using that extreme glitter again. I love this stuff. And we're going to do the same thing with that. But first we need to dry up our whites here. I think this is okay. I don't think I need to go back with the green. I think that's fine. I could use that, Tracy. I don't have any of it. I need to buy some. All right, and we're going to do the same thing with this. We're just going to kind of, in areas, just so it has a little bit of a glisten to it. I don't want it totally glittered, but I just want a little bit. All right, I think that looks pretty good. And we're going to do the same to this guy. Just a little. All right, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's got just a little bit of shimmer to it. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so now let's paint the base of our tree and these two pieces. We're going to paint those brown. And I'm just going to use this burnt umber full cart. Okay, so I'm just going to go right up here to the base of the tree. just like that. And we're just going to paint this brown. Okay. And on this piece, all we really have to paint is the outer part because this other one is going to go over the top. So we just need to paint the outer edges. But if we paint the inside, that's fine too. Okay. Again, we're going to set all that aside. All right. I need to go find that other cardinal. Hold on one second. I'll be right back, I promise. I'm back, ladies. Okay, here's our other little cardinal. Okay, so let's go ahead and get those painted red. School glue, white paint, and baking soda. Okay, so we could do that very easily. All right, so we're going to paint those guys red. Hello, Jeanette. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Now we will go ahead and put a little snow on our cardinals as well. Okay, let's get these dry. Just put a little on their backs. I should have left out a brush, but I didn't. So we're gonna just kiss the edges here. Okay. And then we're gonna rinse that again. And we're gonna do the same thing we did on the tree with the glitter. Just a dab, but I used all that up, so we gotta put a little more down. Because snow is sparkly, so we need some sparkle here. Okay, here we go. So our little birdies are done. Hey, Bonnie. How's your daughter doing? How's Joanne doing? Joanna. Y'all could say some prayers for Bonnie's daughter. She's going through some things. Not my place to say, but it's she could definitely use some prayer. Thanks, Bonnie. Okay, so let's start putting this guy together. We're going to move those aside. Now, as always, with all of my kits, what do I always tell you? Lay everything out first before you start to peel the sticky back, because you might want to rearrange it. You might want to move it, and then once it's down, you are not going to be able to move it. So you definitely need to be able to, you definitely want to be able to change things up. So you don't want to stick anything down. So these just go on kind of wherever you want, honestly. The idea of this is just to make it look like a layered tree. Okay, so I've got them on there. And I'm going to move it over here slightly, and I'm going to start putting them down. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Cynthia, for praying for her. All the prayers we can get are much appreciated. So as all my kits, this has sticky back. So all you need to do is peel this. There's like a paper backing. There's no glue necessary. You just peel it off and press it down. Just like so. Thank you all for praying for Bonnie's daughter. I appreciate that. We stand in the gap, right, ladies? That's what's wonderful about this community. Wait, what did we miss? Love Cardinals just finished a Dollar Tree tray with. Oh, very nice. She's getting some things done before she starts chemotherapy on the 17th of November. Okay. She's got a plan, so that's good. Yes, please do, Tracy. Okay, we got 4 more pieces of this to put together, of the tree itself. I don't like this poker. I think 1, the tip is bent, and 2, it's got a lot of paint and crud on the end. So it's not peeling as well as it normally does, but that's okay. We'll make it work. I think I want this going this way. I tell you, Bonnie, this group that Miss Tracy has put together in Craft Around the Clock is just an absolutely amazing group of people. Everybody is so easy and, what's the word I want to use? They're just prayer warriors. You ask for prayer and they're on it. And it's just an amazing group that she's put together. And I am so honored to be a part of it. All right. Okay, so the tree is put together. We still need to paint all of our snowflakes. Okay, so there's our tree. Isn't that the coolest thing? It is so cool. I love it. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and put our base together. Now, when you're putting this base together, you need to be very careful that you line up the slit so that the base, it fits in the base. And I think I got it. And then it just sits on this other one without the slit. Okay. And then it should just fit right down in there. If I lined it up well, which it doesn't look like I did. Dang it. Well, it works. I'll just have to push it down a little harder to get it in there, but it stands. Okay. I didn't line it up perfectly. I can see where I'm off. But I don't think I can move it. This stuff sticks, man, let me tell you. Okay. Let's do our snowflakes next. These snowflakes are all a little different. Okay, let's bring this back because we need our white. We're going to paint all of these white. Probably need a couple of coats. And we're going to give it another little drop of paint. Okay. We got coat 1 done. We're going to have to dry this and do another coat real quick. Oh no! Mom froze and lost all comments. Unfortunately, I can still see comments, so that's good. You can share it just here, Tracy. I don't care. Okay, we're going to do one more coat. Okay, good. Mom's got them back now. That's good. Gotta love the old FB, right? You never know. Okay, so that's done. Let's get these dry. And then we will do the glitter on them. Okay, some of these, the holes are now plugged. I'm not sure I can get it out. So they're just going to be the way they're going to be, apparently. Nope. Okay, now, where's another sponge? And this is our glitter. Because snowflakes have to be glittery. There's those sniffles. Sorry about that. It was so nice of him to share that, wasn't it? He could have left that in California. He didn't have to bring that home to me. I would have been just fine without it. Okay. Yeah, one more here. Okay. All right, I think that's it for paint. So I think we can set that aside. I'm gonna get this dry. And then we're gonna put these on. All right, so the way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna lay these around, set them how I kind of want them, and then I will stick them down. But for now, we're just gonna place them. There's really no rhyme or reason. You can put them however you want. I'm just gonna kind of stagger them like that. And then I'm gonna take my, that sounds good, Tracy. And I'm gonna put my little cardinals kind of here and there. just going to put them in a couple of places, like so. Actually, I think we want that over a little more. There we go. Okay, now these are a little trickier to peel because there's so many little intricate things, but they do peel fairly easily. Just like that. Well, this one tore a little, so it's being a little bit more of a booger, but we'll get it. There we go. Okay. Put that one there. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Okay. Can't remember which ones I put down already. Yep, there's the kit. Mom just posted it. It's $20 shipped to your door. What are we doing on time? Oh, we're good. Okay. We are just about done with this, so I have time to do my other little project. Or at least get a good start on it. If I don't get it done, I can always save it for next week to finish. That one is going to be a Dollar Tree remake. So they have, and I'll show you here in just a second because I'm just about done. I've got 3 more pieces. Ouch, I just stabbed myself. I've got 3 more pieces to put on this, and then this will be done. And then I'll show you my other projects that I pulled out. Because I knew this wouldn't take me the whole 45 minutes to do this one. So I definitely pulled another project to work on, but I knew that it wouldn't take very long, so I didn't want to make that okay. And this guy is done. Look how cool this is. Other than that, I messed up my base, but I think it'll still stand. It'll just be a little wobbly because it's not going down in that second part. But there it is. It's all done. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to pop this off. Probably I'm going to break it, but we're going to try so I can reline it back up. I don't think it's going to come off. Sometimes you can get lucky if it's not pressed down real tight. Ooh, I might get it. Ooh, I got it. Shockingly. Okay, let's do this right. Sometimes what I find is the easiest way to do things like this is to put it on and put it down in there. There we go. There we go. Now it's down in there the way it's supposed to be. So I would caution you not to try to do what I just did to pop that off because it's very likely it's going to break because it does not want us to come off very easily. Okay, but now it will work just fine. It works perfect. It stands. It's perfect. Okay. So that is our project for tonight. I'm going to set that aside for right now. And I'm going to show you this other project real quick. Okay. So this came from Dollar Tree. It came with this. It's just one of those little empty boxes. It's got the wire frame. It has this shiny white with silver, which I liked that. Not a big fan of the silver ribbon. Of course, what I want to do to it is my buffalo plaid. And then I want to kind of spruce up this top because I'm not totally digging the top either. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to just hot glue. I think I can get this in there well enough. And we're just going to leave that right where it's at, and we're just going to go right over it. I wonder if I should use wider. It might work better. Of course, I have every size of buffalo plaid ribbon. Let's see if this looks okay or not. Yeah, this was a little more expensive at Dollar Tree. It was $7, which I think was a bit much for it, but I had ideas. And I thought this could be really pretty. So we're going to pull this up. Yeah, I think that'll be perfect, actually. And then we're going to cut this. And we need 4 of these. It's getting me all glittered up. All right. So we need 4 of these. And I'm not totally loving the greenery on top, so I thought we would leave it because it's glued on there pretty good. And I'm afraid I would tear the fabric if I tried to pull it off. But I thought we could just embellish it, add to it. So I think it's kind of sad looking. We're going to pull these. Okay, so we have 4 of those. And I think my little silicone fingers are back here. They are. I'm going to use these so I can poke this down in there and not burn myself, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to put a lot of hot glue in there. Let's move this aside. And we're going to poke this up into that glue. Get it underneath. There we go. And then we're just going to tuck it under and glue it down underneath. Okay, so of course we're going to do that. Look at the difference. Love it. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next one. And we're going to poke this one right there. Yeah, and we're going to add some hot glue underneath. Poke that down. Okay, we're going to flip this over. And we're going to hot glue the inside. We're using our little silicone fingers so I don't burn myself. Okay. I knocked the other 2 pieces of ribbon on the floor. So now we're going to do this side. We'll have to pull our price tag off. So we still have the $7 price tag on it. I saw this and I thought instantly, I can redo that to make that super cute. We need more glue. I liked the white, I liked the glitter, but I didn't really like the ribbon or the top. So I thought, okay, we can redo that. Except they glued this greenery down, I think. There we go. So I want to get that underneath. Yes, I am going to put a light in. It's going to glow. I tried it earlier. I put a little candle in it. And it's not real super noticeable, but it's there. So I'm just going to put a little candle underneath it so it lights up. I mean, you could take this off since it's the frame. You could probably take it off the frame. Okay. So we have all of our buffalo plaid on. Look how cute that is. All right, so now let's fix this up. I don't like the top. The box is just from Dollar Tree. It's the little wire box. And it was $7 for this. Like I said, I thought it was a bit much because it's kind of cheesy. But that's okay because we're going to fix it. So I have a bunch of these, which I think are kind of wintry. I'm going to intermix them with the evergreen because I like these. These are from Hobby Lobby. They're on a bush, and I'm just taking them off. And we're going to add them. All right, and I'm going to run out of time here, but since there isn't a lot more to do, I'll probably go ahead and finish it. And then I will post a picture of it. But I'm just poking these in just to kind of add to it. I'm just going to keep going with this. And then I've got some more pine cones. There's one little pine cone in it. And I'm going to add more. And I'm also going to add some little red berries that I got at Hobby Lobby. Okay, you can see we're starting to get more of a base to it. We're going to keep going. I've got 3 minutes. Where do we need more? We need some right here. We're going to add a couple up here on the top too. I need another one down here. I'm just kind of shoving them wherever. And we're going to add this guy on top. Okay, so that's what we have so far. That's all the greenery I'm going to add. Then I'm going to add, I have these little berries. And they're on a little wire. Yes, it'll look much better. And then we're going to add, like I said, we're going to add some of these guys in. And that will really help too. We're going to add some texture and color and all the things. I've got 2 minutes. Down here with a couple. here on the top. All right, and I think one more back here. Okay, much better already. And where'd my pine cones go? Here they are. And then we've got some pine cones. I'm going to add a couple of them in. Kind of fill it out. And my time is up, so make sure you stick around for the next creator. Just about done with this, so I will make sure to post a picture as well. Let's see, where do we want to put this guy? I think we're going to go right up here on top. And then maybe one more over here. Kind of down in there. I think that's good. Okay. Look how much better that looks. I think that's cute. I like that a lot. All right, so thank you so much for sticking around with me. Again, this kit is $20 shipped to your door. It fits together just like so. You have a cute little thing. We have 2 little projects that we got done tonight. And I appreciate y'all being here. And we'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.